World Heart Day takes place every September the 29th every year, and it is a chance for people across the globe to take part in the world's biggest intervention against cardiovascular diseases. Now, Heart Day is part of an international campaign to spread awareness about heart diseases and stroke prevention. It was set up to drive home the message that heart problems can be prevented. To enlighten us further on this issue is the Secretary General of Pan-African Society of Cardiology, Professor Benedict Anisiuba, who is joining us from our Benin studio. Thank you very much for joining us on News Across Nigeria.
My pleasure.
According to the World Heart Federation, cardiovascular diseases, especially heart disease and strokes, are the world's leading cause of death. It kills about 17.1 million people every year. That is more than the victims of cancer, if you ask me, and even malaria. Why is this so?
This is because the cardiovascular system is central to the body's anatomy. Anything that happens to the heart and the cardiovascular system is a disaster. So once anything happens to the heart, the body, every part of the body suffers. That's why the cardiovascular disease kill more than almost any other diseases in the world.
But the awareness about the risk factors of tobacco use, which is part of the things I know can cause this, unhealthy diet also, and physical inactivity has always been there. But people have refused, whether they have refused to listen, I don't know, but the awareness is very low, unlike before. We used to see a lot of it on TVs and radios, but now it's no more. Why is this so?
Well, the awareness is always there. So, but most of the times, the information usually goes from the doctor to the patient. So that's where we need this type of programs where the doctor can talk directly to the population and share the information about the risk factors for heart disease, such as bad diet, physical inactivity, and of course, smoking.
Okay, but what are the challenges medical practitioners face in treating heart diseases in Nigeria?
So there are so many challenges. Of course, the first one is knowledge of the heart diseases. So many people live in rural areas. They don't have access to information concerning the risk factor for heart diseases. Now, even when they had the information, the poverty rate in our society is so high that many cannot afford both the investigations and the treatment for heart diseases. So even the local beliefs, some people don't believe that they can get the disease until it is too late. So many factors militate against the treatment of heart disease in Nigeria, both including financial, societal, and of course, individual causes.
We see a lot of people, they actually prefer to go abroad to treat diseases like this. Does it mean that we don't have the appropriate facilities to treat heart diseases in Nigeria?
I know we have challenges in Nigeria, but most of the diseases, people go abroad to treat. The treatment is available in Nigeria here. For example, I work at the National Cardiothoracic Center of Excellence at the University of Nigeria Teaching Hospital, Enugu. There we do all types of heart surgeries, all types of heart investigations. And yet, people still travel abroad for these things. Even when you try to convince some of the patients that they can get the treatment here, they still prefer going overseas. But we are coming up. We have done a lot more heart surgeries this year than almost any other year. So people are catching up now, and with time, the medical tourism is going to reduce.
About people, even when you tell them about these heart diseases and they can treat them in Nigeria, they still refuse and go abroad. Why is this so? Why do you think is it a case of not believing in professionals in Nigeria, or what?
So I think it's the long-aged tradition that everything overseas is better. But I assure you that it's better for you to treat the heart disease in Nigeria, because here you are treated as a dignitary, as a very important person, but if you go overseas, you're just one out of many. So I think it's just the long-aged belief that everything foreign is better, but it's going to change. It's already changing.
Is it affordable? I'll ask, because sometimes maybe they go out because it's cheaper. Is it affordable if you want to do it here in Nigeria?
It's much more affordable in Nigeria. Let's take an example of open heart surgery at the University of Nigeria Teaching Hospital, Enugu. So we do open heart surgery for 1.5 million naira. But there's just no way you can get it overseas at anything less than 6-7 million naira. So it's 100 times cheaper in Nigeria than overseas. It's just the mentality of our people. But once they start to see that we have more successes, they are going to believe in us, and they're already doing so.
All right. Thank you very much for your time on News Across Nigeria. Professor Benedict Anisiuba is the Secretary General of Pan-African Society of Cardiology. Thank you very much.